Hey guys, it's Matt here again with Shaving the Day, and happy Monday to you all. Today I'm doing kind of a challenge shave. Elemental Hero Joe challenged me to do an ice cold, literally ice cold menthol shave. So pretty much everything I'm going to be using today has some sort of menthol in it. I already used the Tube 2.0 pre-shave, which you guys know has a ridiculous amount of menthol in it, at least to me, as a pre-shave. So that has the menthol. I'll be using Proraso Green, which has menthol in it. For the post-shave, I'll be using the Duke Cannon Ice Cold Aftershave Balm, which has menthol. And, of course, Aqua Velva Ice Blue, which has menthol. But the kicker is that I'll literally be rinsing my face and razor with this bowl of ice water. So it's going to be a frigid shave, and we'll see how I can handle it. I'll be using the Gillette Fatboy with a Tiger Platinum blade, which is my first time using that blade. So we'll see how that goes. And I wanted to show you my lather real quick because I think it's some of the best Proraso lather I've ever made. You can see that's just chock full of lather, and it is super, super hydrated and creamy, and it's just some of the best Proraso lather I've ever made. So I'm proud of that, and I think it'll work well. So yeah, I can already feel the menthol on my face, and I used cold water for the pre-shave, the ice water. So it is quite cold already. But we're just gonna jump right in. Proraso Green doesn't have like an extreme amount of menthol, but you can definitely feel it. And when you use cold water with it and everything, it's quite brisk. Just gonna try and drive it into the beard here. Got like 3 days growth, so fair amount to try and mow down. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a good start to the week. If you feel so inclined to try this challenge after me, I definitely recommend it. It's a fun idea that Elemental Hero Joe came up with for me. You don't have to use the same products or anything, but if you've got a lot of stuff with menthol in it, I say give it a shot. Life's too short not to try new things, so got a good lather there. All right, I just need to remember to temper and rinse the razor in the bowl as well as my face. So forgive me if I forget a couple times. I normally don't rinse the razor in a bowl because I have a harder time with that, but I am going to do it today. So got it in this bowl of ice water here. Nice and cold, and we're gonna get started. Actually, I need to change the setting on this because I have it on a 2. I definitely don't want to start out with a 2, so let's start out with a 5. There we go. All right, let's get started here. Wow, that razor is cold. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's very different than just normal cold water. You can tell that there's been ice in there. It's like, I don't know if you can see the condensation on it, but it's like frosty. It's very cold. Blade's doing a nice job. I'm not going to judge this blade based on this shave just because this isn't my average shave, but feels nice and smooth. few of you said after my last video that when I used the tube as pre-shave that my upper lip was red, and then I went back and watched it and I was like, whoa! So there's definitely a sensitivity to menthol when it gets to be too much, and you know, at certain points it can be uncomfortable. The tube is probably the most menthol and one thing that I would really want to use, because if it gets anywhere near my eyes, I just can't even keep my eyes open. Oh, I almost rinsed this in the faucet, so I caught myself there. Rinse it here in the cold water. Tons of whiskers floating around in there. No surprise there. That cold razor, I think, makes the blade feel a little bit more harsh on the face, especially the first couple strokes before it warms up a little bit. Wow, that is cold. That is unlike anything I've ever felt before while shaving. Normally I do use cold water to temper the razor, but this is very, very different than that. And this is like wicked cold. Give it a rinse there. Oh, wow. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this blade, but I also don't know if it's rinsing it in the cold water that's doing it. At first I said the blade was smooth, but I don't know if it's very smooth when push comes to shove. Feels kind of harsh. But as it warms up, it gets a little better. Whew. Yeah, it is definitely tugging on my beard. Not very smooth at all. It's kind of uncomfortable, actually. Well, I think I can still get a nice shave. Man, this is like, when you touch that blade or the razor to your face, it's like frigid. Whew, guys, this is cold. can still feel the menthol from the tube in the Proraso green. I always have trouble with this area. Oops, sorry, you guys probably couldn't see that. Just taking some extra strokes to do what I would normally do. I don't think water that cold is necessarily the best. But I'm sticking with it. Alright, I'm going to rinse my face with this freezing cold water and then I will re-lather. Wow, guys, that is an experience, let me tell you. And I wish I would have done it on an even hotter day, or maybe after mowing the lawn or something. That is freezing, and the only relief I had was drying my face off with a towel. And now I'm going to put more mentholated soap. Look at the lather on that. More mentholated soap on my face, so it's probably just going to restart. If you are extremely sensitive to menthol, like I know some people are, I don't recommend this. But if you're willing to test your boundaries, then it's a fun challenge. Definitely not ideal conditions for a great shave necessarily. At least from what I'm feeling with that blade. It could be several factors that are playing out in that way, but as the blade is going over my skin, I'm feeling some definitely more resistance than normal. Thankfully, Proraso Green does not have too much menthol in it. Oh, got my hands. Okay. All right, I'm gonna dial this down a little bit. Let's go to a 3. Wow, I'm looking at the blade. You can just tell it's cold. You can certainly tell. All right, we're gonna go across the grain now. Feels better now. Definitely better. Maybe I just needed to cut down the beard growth to a shorter length. Oh, man, that's cold. Wow. It's not for the faint-hearted, I'll tell you that. Ooh, it's like really tugging. Wow. I don't know if you have experience with Tiger Platinum blades, so let me know what your experience is, because I'm having some issues with it. Like I said, I'm not going to judge the blade based on this shave, but if they're known to not be very sharp, that actually wouldn't surprise me. Ooh. Man, it's like my skin is like tight as a drum too because it's so cold. That's how I always feel after I use an alum block and like witch hazel and stuff. It just really like tightens your skin. Okay, that's better. Definitely don't think it's an issue with like the soap or the lather or anything like that. I never have issues with Proraso, and I lathered it well. Wow, that's actually quite smooth. I'm gonna go do a third pass on it, but that's really not bad. Ooh, I'm supposed to be going across the grain. I always forget because I go against the grain on the neck. Try and get my chin extra smooth. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna rinse again, and we'll do the last pass. I'm already dreading putting this water on my face again. Sorry if you couldn't see me there. I realized I was probably standing too close to the mirror. Wow, that's cold. That is so cold, but you know what? If I got any nicks or cuts yet, I haven't really noticed them because they're probably sealing up really quick. Wow, oh man. I have so much lather in here, this is ridiculous. Look at how much is left. Just slowly added water, a little bit at a time, and it just started to really just climb right up the side of the bowl. Oh, I'm dripping it all over myself. You can hear Hiccup squeaking outside the door. His eye is doing much better. If you've watched the last video, I mentioned that he had a little bit of an eye infection and he's been on medicine for the past few days and is pretty much back to normal, so very happy about that. All right, I'm gonna keep this on a 3. Wow. That is so cold. From just having it in that ice water for just a second even. It's just freezing cold. Now it's actually starting to feel good though. Can you guys hear him meowing? He always wants to get in the bathroom. We've had an issue with him pooping and peeing in the bathroom sink on our main level bathroom. And he doesn't have any issues with his litter box. And he doesn't pee or poop in any other sink. It's only that one. And I really don't think it's any issues with like a urinary tract infection or anything like that, because he uses the litter box just fine. But when he gets the opportunity to go in there, like we had kept that door closed for probably close to a month just so he wouldn't go in there because we didn't trust him. We decided to open it yesterday. Within 30 seconds of that being open, he peed in there. It's frustrating. We were wondering if the previous owner of the house had a cat that would pee in there and maybe he could smell it or something, and that's why he wanted to do it. But he'll sit in this bathroom sink and he never pee or poop in there, and the kitchen sink as well. So trying to figure out what's going on. Him and Tilly are both very, very good about using the litter box. If you guys know anything about that or recommend anything, definitely shoot me a comment. That would be very much appreciated and very helpful. I'm going to do a little bit of touch-up on my cheek. Can still feel a little bit there. Try to go the other way. Kind of across. Much better. Wow, yeah, that's much better. This is a very smooth shave, guys, and really, around my Adam's apple is the only place I really see a cut anywhere. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna rinse off and do my post shave, and then I'll come back with the balm and the splash for you guys this time. Just doing a quick touch up there. All right, that's better. All right, I will be back. All right, guys, I am back to put on the Duke Cannon Ice Cold Balm and the Aqua Velva Ice Blue Splash. And I don't think my face has ever felt more tight than it. The skin on my face has ever felt more tight than it does right now. I used the Illum and the Witch Hazel, and with that cold water and everything, it was just like, wow. It actually really felt nice. Felt like I was just getting like a procedure done or something. But I love this Duke Cannon Balm. It's my absolute favorite. It'd be nice if they had an unscented version, in case you want to pair it with other stuff that doesn't match. But the scent really lasts a long time on its own, and it projects pretty far. I've got all kinds of compliments on it, so you can really wear it on its own. And I can feel the menthol already just kicking in. It's a very smooth shave overall. And now I'm going to put on this Aqua Velva Classic Ice Blue over top of it. Figured since both of them have ice in the name, they're the right choices to use. And their scents pair well together. No burn. Just all menthol. It's really kicking in. It feels like just as much as the tube, especially around like my mouth area. But I love it, and you know what? That was a good challenge and pretty refreshing, and I made it through. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. Be happy to see your video and see how it goes for you. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.